No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world, and I'm back today with someone who last time they were on the podcast did over 2 million views on this platform, which, to be honest, not a lot of people touch 2 million views in quite some
2.2
quite some time. Yeah, pretty crazy. Billy Otto is in the building. How you feeling, man?
I'm blessed, man. I'm all right, man. I just came home like 17 months ago. I just did 3 years.
Okay, so the first interview that we did, you talked about doing how many years in the feds?
I did 12 years already.
12 years. So then you come home for how many years?
I was home for like 3-4 years, maybe.
Somehow managed to not get caught up in the great Treyway indictment of 2020 or 2019, whatever that was.
Still fake got the bash like other because they ran down in my crib with no warrant.
Okay.
And so I was going through that cases the whole time they was.
Oh, so you were dealing with legal stuff as a result of the fact that they raided your crib, but did they find anything in your crib?
They found guns in it.
They found guns in there.
I told about it because I already charged it, did my time.
Right. But so, okay, so you did kind of, you weren't federally indicted, but you had to deal with the gun charges on a state level?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. But yeah, when we were doing that interview, it was kind of like there was definitely a vibe that you felt very, very lucky that you didn't have to deal with the same shit that everybody else dealt with, given that you were around for a lot of it. And
I was, and I still end up going to prison after that. That was 2020. We did that interview. I went to prison 2021.
Okay.
I didn't come home until last year.
Wow. Okay, I didn't realize that. So you went to prison just for the guns?
That's it.
Okay. And was it anything out of the ordinary, or was this just like a regular, you had a couple guns in your house, or was it like a thing where like people were really stashing mad guns at your crib?
Nah, it was just
some regular shit.
Regular shit I had.
Okay. What was it like going back and doing 3 years after you, probably thought you were done with that?
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Crazy that you asked that question because it was horrible.
Yeah.
So
can you scoot for a little bit so you're right by the mic? Yeah, there you go.
I did 12 years straight, you heard?
Uh-huh.
And it didn't really bother me because I was mad young. For me, I was like 18, 19 years old. I hadn't experienced life yet. I didn't go nowhere. I didn't make no real good friends, nothing. I never traveled. I was still living with my moms and shit.
Prison's not that different than being in the hood.
It wasn't that different than being in the hood or being locked up. Can't really go nowhere because I live with my strict ass mom. We from Trinidad. She already don't let me do mad shit. I gotta sneak out to do bad shit.
You already have a warden.
I got a warden at the crib. So it's like, it was fake. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was fake more freedom in prison than it was growing up with my strict ass Caribbean moms. You feel me?
Right. So, but then in between the two prison sentences, you have a period of time where you're running around, seeing what it's like to have money, to have fame, to have bitches on your dick, to have all this shit. Then you get locked up again, and it's like probably a lot worse. And
I'm so stressed out because now I accomplished so much. I got money, cars, jewelry, stuff going on. I'm running Airbnb businesses. I got the whole Treyway backlash shit we dealing with, all the bros locked up. It's like, damn, now I'm in jail too.
Right.
And I'm in prison now. I'm dealing with this shit. And I'm so stressed out before. I didn't give a fuck. I fight at any time. I do whatever before. And I was like, I'm depressed as fuck. Because who wants to be in this? Now I'm a grown man. So now it's clicking to me like, yo, bro, life is real now. You can't be up in here wasting your life in no jail, bro.
Right. And I mean, the ironic part is that 6ix9ine got out before you went in.
Right before I went in.
Okay, right, yeah.
Right when we was doing the interview around that time in 2020.
Yeah.
He was coming home.
Oh, that's crazy. So I don't know. I mean, like when you were locked up, what was the vibe like with everybody in there? Because obviously being part of such a high profile case, I'm sure people in prison were very curious about it.
Super famous in jail. Everybody know me. Everybody, yo, Billy Otto. Everybody want to talk about this shit and ask questions about this nigga. And this right here is actually the last time I'm ever gonna speak about him. I know I said that last time in 2020, but now it's a lot going on and mad shit. And like he's literally telling mad bullshit and whack ass stories and lies that's not adding up. And he keeps saying, check the facts, and they not facts because, and I don't blame the people because how the hell would the people know if they really facts or not? If you show them some little bullshit and say that, they don't know. They not from there, you feel me?
Right.
And nobody's that got that much say so or power on that type of platform to detest the shit he's saying, you feel me?
Right, because he's one person that really, I think, depends on the fact that he knows that most people are not paying that close of attention, you know?
Right.
So when he gets on there, it's like there's certain things where I feel like, oh, maybe he's telling the truth. And then there's other things where I just feel like, I know you're bullshitting, but you just said it 10 times and you said these is facts and you said everybody's going to skip this over and over. And it's like, he's really counting on the fact that so many people have just forgotten or don't care. But yeah, it is kind of a weird moment because realistically, in the history of snitching in hip hop, he was a pioneer. And now it's starting to feel more and more just commonplace, and it's way less surprising. And when we find out about people telling now, it's like a lot of times people are like, "Yeah, he'll be all right. His career is going to be fine." Whereas with 6ix9ine, it was kind of like, "No, his career is done." Everybody in hip hop did not want to fuck with him at all. I remember he came out here to do a media run, and nobody would interview him besides Logan Paul. So like the only person who was going to do an interview with him was somebody who's completely outside rap.
Somebody that was already clout chasing himself from boxing mad shit. So he don't give a fuck.
But now you got Vlad, who, like, I don't know, there's been some kind of change in the tide where Vlad is like going to Miami to interview him because he actually sees this as an important storyline. I'm pretty sure Vlad could have got that interview for free in 2020.
He didn't want to.
No, yeah, he was opposed to it. We all were, but I don't. In retrospect, I don't really know why, because if somebody tells, who cares? It's still a good interview, right?
So why you think he said, you know what? Let me just get this dude on here and do this interview, because what relevant stories has been going on with him to the point where he'd be like, hey, let's do an interview. And I'm gonna tell everybody why I'm here to do an interview. You feel me?
Well, I think Vlad sees hip hop as just his sandbox, and he wants to have every important person in hip hop on his platform. And it doesn't matter if it's before they blow up, it doesn't matter if it's later on when they fell off. Like, he's trying to tell the whole story of hip hop. So to him, I think he came to his senses and just sort of realized, like, oh, this is an important story to tell. I want to get this done. And also, it's already his biggest interview of the year, and it's not even fully out yet. So apparently there was an appetite to hear a lot of these stories. I think 6ix9ine is kind of smart, because I think he realized that people had gotten sick of him, and then he took a couple years away from the spotlight, and then he comes back, and it's like now people seem a little bit more hospitable.
No, it's because he's putting out a false narratives, and people are believing the false narratives, and some of the people are feeling sorry for him, like, oh my God, they his baby moms, they stole his money, they tried to do the shows, which is totally 100% untrue. You feel me? I'm keeping it real. He's trying to make out like some bad grimy dudes. We are bloods, but like I tell everybody, I'm blood, but I'm not in a gang. I'm not a gang member. I'm a revolutionist in the organization. I'm brotherly love, overriding oppression and destruction. So, you feel me? I don't practice unnecessary violence. I'm not saying I don't practice violence. I don't practice unnecessary violence. Like, if you feel me, I'm not turning the other cheek type shit. You feel me? But that's not what we about.
Well, the other big reason that he decided to make a comeback was because of the fact that finally there was like a rapper who was bigger than him that had snitch allegations, because Thug, for a minute there, you know, I'm sure Thug's image is all up in a lot of people's minds. I don't know exactly where the cookie is going to crumble and everything, but, you know, it's like everybody's out here calling Thug a snitch. So he takes the opportunity to come out, because Thug had put that on him and had dissed him and everything. But so he takes that as an opportunity, like, all right, I'm going to make my comeback now, at a time where everybody's
telling all type of shit going on. This motherfucker snitching. They came out with the BMF shit. Oh my God, Big Meech. What can they say now?
Exactly.
And look, Thug, now he feel comfortable, because he could have been in the interview. You know, he could have hit somebody up, or hit Vlad, or hit Academics and asked Academics, yo, can you get me somewhere? Or even ask Academics to do it.
Yeah.
You know, he would have did it.
Although I feel like Vlad interviewing 6ix9ine is better than interviewing 6ix9ine, because Ak and him are too buddy. Whereas Vlad,
so he gonna ask him the questions that he wants. Yeah, he know that
Vlad don't really give a fuck about him, so Vlad's kind of like able to ask him shit that's a little bit more aggressive, I think. But yeah, okay. So from your perspective, though, you come home from prison. You did 3 years, and you came home because, like, was that the actual sentence, or did you get home early, or like what?
I paroled out.
Okay, you did. So you're on parole right now?
I'm off parole now.
Oh, okay, cool. So that's why you kind of haven't done any interviews, or like been popping out over the last year or so. Okay, got you. So
no Instagram, nothing.
You don't even have one?
I just made a new one yesterday. I'm about to give it to y'all.
But you're one of those people that's lost like 1 million Instagrams too, right?
I should have over 1 million followers on Instagram right now. All the Instagrams I had, I was even verified on Instagram, had mad followers. They still managed to delete my stuff.
Yeah.
So if anybody can help me know what the going on and why I'm being targeted on Instagram, please help me or something. I got a new Instagram. I don't even know what the it is. I don't even have no followers. I didn't even follow nobody. I literally just made this shit. Let me see what it is.
Yeah, we'll put it in the description and everything, so people can tap in.
Bill's fully auto. I ain't even want to put my name.
Okay, yeah, we'll put it in the description for anybody who wants to follow. But okay, this is my question. You get back to New York. Are you living in the same neighborhood and everything?
No, I'm living in a different neighborhood. I'm living in a better neighborhood. You feel me?
Okay.
I'm ducked off. I'm away now, but everybody's starting to, kind of die down the whole shit, and everybody, and it's like, people in the hood don't look at it like people in the world look at it. People in the world look like, oh my God, you brought this rainbow hair guy and he snitched on you guys. Ha 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 ha. Funny when it's not even that. You can't tell who's gonna snitch. How the fuck do we know? You know what I'm saying? Just because we got rainbow hair and thing. Because I know guys who was killing people. I know niggas that was shooting people in the street, broad daylight, went and tell. What the fuck are you talking about? I know same gang, Crip, Blood, GD, every gang in the world got them who went in there and told. You could just go on literally go on YouTube and be like gang members that snitched or GDs or Bloods or Crips that snitched, and it'll literally pull up mad people that snitched. So just because he had rainbow hair, he didn't defy us or do nothing crazy. I know Bloods that snitch, Crip, shit happens.
Right. Okay, but to be fair, through the hosts on No Jumper over the years, like, I mean, if you want to pay attention to the federal Brick Baby indictment, it would appear that Brick Baby has shot people or shot at people at the very least, but never in a million years do I think that he would have ever wanted me to be around for anything like that. Like, for sure, he's telling me, go get an Uber before he ends up shooting at somebody with me around. Like, I feel like unless it was the most intense spur of the moment situation, somebody like him, he would not want me to be involved with that, because he knows that as much as he might feel like I'm the bro, it's like there's nothing to stop me from telling. It don't really f my life up if I tell, because everybody in hip hop is going to look at me like a civilian. So, like, when 6ix9ine is bragging about being on all these drills and stuff, I mean, what was the mentality on that? Like, from my perspective, I don't want someone who has no skin in the game to be privy to all this information, right?
A lot of the so-called drills or whatever the hell he's saying he was on, I wasn't even there for that. You feel me?
Okay.
All the shit they got charged with, indictment, and everything I'm gonna talk about is public information. You could go on the internet. I don't got no new information, no free information. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. All I know is all that shit. He wasn't even there. You feel me? You seen him in anything?
Well, there was that clip of them like robbing somebody in the doorway to a radio station or some shit, and then
I wasn't there for that. And even so, he wasn't there. He probably was in the car, scared to record it.
I think he was recording it from the car, and then that ended up being one of the crazy things because he sent it to academics. He said he destroyed his own phone, but then he sent it to academics on some homie shit, and then Ack never did anything with it. But then the cops subpoenaed Ack, and Ack ended up handing it over.
I guess if that's how it went, I don't know.
Right.
That's how it went?
I mean, that's what they said on the Vlad interview, I think. Yeah.
I don't be taking his word and certain people's word for things no more. Usually I don't give a fuck if I know you 10 minutes or 10 years. If you tell me something, I'm going to take your word for it until I got a reason to prove you wrong. You know what I'm saying? Other than him, I can't take his word for stuff, so I'm not sure.
Right. Wait, but while you were locked up this most recent time, did anybody give you a hard time, or was anybody like negative towards you because of the whole 6ix9ine incident?
Hell no, because you know I always been a real nigga. I already did 12. I ain't saying no disrespect. This new shit here, this ain't nothing. These some young kids and shit. I'm on that.
Yeah.
I had mad fight shit went down for me. So
right.
I wasn't worried about nothing. Nobody. People just wanted to know and ask questions and shit. And I felt like I don't really want to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? I did 2 interviews. I did a Vlad TV interview. I did a No Jumper interview. My No Jumper interview got the most views. We got we did 2.2 million views last time. You feel me? We're trying to do 3 million views this time. But
we got it for sure. But okay, so you get back. Are you in any way like surprised at the fact that like a lot of people felt like, damn, that's like 6ix9ine coming back to New York is just a death sentence. Like he's just gonna get murked right away. And then that has not really appeared to be the case. And like, I mean, he left New York pretty quickly. At first, it seemed like he was actually taking the whole being private thing pretty serious, but then as time goes by, like he actually makes a point of like really bragging about the fact that he's outside in Miami and everything without anybody around him. And then obviously you see the kind of end result of that when he gets jumped in the gym. But was that surprising to you that he's been able to move around so freely?
Why do you think he was able to move around like that?
Because most of the people who want to kill him are locked up or scared because they know that he's a federal witness.
People know he's a federal witness. He got mad security. Don't think he gonna got people with him.
Okay.
You think he really came to Brooklyn, New York, went out there or Miami with not even security? He even got beat up with his security when he was in the gym. He got people with him at all times. You feel me?
Really?
And the other part where he don't got people with him in like secluded parts of Florida or wherever the hell he was living is nice, really rich communities where they don't even probably know who he is and type of people. You feel me? So it was, and that shit he did, it was like 5 a.m. It ain't like he was out there at 12 when he did it 5 a.m. with them kids. And
so you're talking about the video that he shot in Brooklyn after he was released? Because there was at least like one video that he shot there. That it seemed like they blocked off the whole block when I saw it.
They probably did.
Yeah.
The police station right there on the next block.
Okay.
That's right there on Broadway. You feel me?
You got to get close to the mic.
That's right there on Broadway. You've been to Brooklyn before. That's the main strip right there in Bushwick on Broadway.
Right.
That was the projects right there. The police station is right there. So I'm like, come on.
Okay. So it's literally a situation where there's just like not enough people left who would even want to.
There's people that there's people that random people that would did that just for the name of the cloud. How you gonna do that? We're right there on Broadway. The projects is right there. The police station right there. It's 5 a.m. Since security is probably all there across the street. There's probably federal agents watching them. You doing it?
No.
Come on.
No. But then, yeah, he did end up getting, like, the person who did the most to him was dudes who had absolutely no involvement with that shit. They're from a totally different gang in the gym situation. And was that surprising to you when you seen that clip come out and go viral?
I was locked up when it happened, but when I came home and shit, I don't even know if it was staged and shit. He be staging so much shit, bro.
Nah, because I think those guys got serious charges for that shit, too.
They got locked up for that?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And I guess they're like, at least one of them was like a very high-ranking Latin King member. Which is kind of wild. But yeah, I mean, for him, it's extra sketchy because it's like you have so much scrutiny on you, and you're just in a situation where the feds could come in your crib and do a search at any given time. So you can't even have a gun on you. And so you're basically a sitting duck if you don't have security.
Exactly. So you know he got security with him.
Yeah, for sure.
Come on.
Even if it's minimal, even if it's like one guy, it's still,
it's just, so while I was in prison, right? A lot of people was talking about the interviews. Y'all seen your No Jumper and shit. I seen your Vlad, seen your interviews. You know, I also was on Hulu, on the Hulu documentary, and I'm also on the Showtime documentary as well.
Okay. I do know that I've seen 3 different 6ix9ine documentaries, which
I'm on
pretty
every single one of them.
Yeah. I think I was in all of them too. It's pretty crazy.
You was in them too, matter of fact. Yeah. You was in the shit. It was me, you, what's the fat dude with the punch? And a few more people was in it. On both of them things. I think he was in the Showtime shit. Remember the Showtime did 3 clips, 3 shits on there.
They just kept calling me and they kept giving me like $1,000 to do an interview. And I was like, $1,000, I'm coming.
They gave me way more than that. They gave me a lot of breakfast.
For real?
Yes. Fuck. And Showtime. And Hulu.
I'll keep that in mind.
That dude, Ving, whatever his name was, that played on the Batman movie, he the one that got me in. I don't know who got you in the Hulu one.
I have no idea. Yeah.
He the one that got me in
it. But okay, so what's like the status of you and Shotty at this point, or you any of the guys? Do you fall out with most of those dudes, or are you still on good terms with them?
I with all of them. I ain't mad at nobody. Shit happens, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Free everybody. You know everybody home. Except for
Shotty,
Harv, and Nuke.
Right.
Everybody else home.
Yeah, because we've seen the clip of Mel and Jim Jones embracing in the street.
Yeah, he home.
Yeah. So
Shout out to Mel.
Almost everybody, huh? And Shotty, I mean,
Free Shotty.
I talked to him recently, and he made it sound like he was coming home real soon.
You got something to sleeve.
Yeah, but do you actually like talk to Shotty on the phone? Like, do you actually like know where he's at, or are you just?
I know,
cool?
Yeah, he's cool. I haven't actually spoke to him, but we've reached out to people. Shotty said what up. I said what up. And sent Shotty, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. He cool.
Mm-hmm. Do you think there's a future for Treyway, the label, like the business, or from your perspective, is it more just like a memory or a group of friends, or?
I mean,
yeah. I mean, like, what does that mean to you?
I mean, a lot is tatted on my chest.
Right.
A lot of us got it tatted. Shotty got it tatted. Chanel, Miss Treyway got it tatted. So I think Seiko got it tatted too. So it's more than just that, and it's never gonna die to us. And who knows? We might come out with more artists and shit. We might do more shit. Ain't no telling. There's a lot of shit in the future for it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say too much, but I got a YouTube channel too that I'll post in the description.
Okay.
I think it's Billy Otto Real Talk TV 8529. Yeah, I could subscribe to the channel. I got some YouTubes I'm gonna be putting on there and shit pertaining to our life and the book and a bunch of shit that I'm doing.
So if somebody asks you, are you a 9 Trey Blood at this point in your life? What do you say?
Yes, I am, absolutely.
Okay, but then what's the caveats that you add to that make it different now than when you were younger?
I'm not a gang member. I'm not out in the streets hanging with people, shooting people, beefing with kids.
Okay, but you're not a gang banger. But you are a gang member if you're a 9 Trey Blood. But you a gang banger.
But I wouldn't say we're a gang. We're more of like a revolution, an organization, a brotherhood to me than a gang. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because we don't perform gang activities. Blood mean brotherly love, override, oppression, and destruction.
Well, historically, the 9 Trey Bloods have performed gang activities and crime.
Through different neighborhoods that had problems with different other people that just happened to be Bloods and they happened to be Crips. It wasn't a Blood and Crip thing or Bloods was performing these acts. These dudes just happened to be from here, starting in California. You know how that's how it started anyway. And they was from neighborhoods that was already beefing with each other.
So, but when you come home from prison, are you basically just like, listen, I'm still what I am. I'm still from what I'm from, but don't call me when somebody needs to get touched. Don't call me when somebody needs to go put some work in.
Yeah,
I'm done with that part of my life.
I ain't with it. I'm not active doing shit.
Okay. For sure. Okay, but so if Treyway were to continue as a label, who would be the necessary parts of it? Like, could Shotty just do a Treyway label and nobody else has anything to do with it?
Shotty could have never went nowhere. Shotty just tried to take over the thing and try to be the CEO and all that shit when it was a group thing. Shotty didn't even own the rights to Treyway. Chanel and Miss Treyway did, and we all in Seiko and every else. It was a group thing. So to say Shotty's running it or gonna run it and all that shit, that wasn't even the origin of it anyway. Everybody know that. We spoke about that. Let's be real.
Okay, so
you ain't even start seeing him in videos and all that shit until later on down the line.
Right.
It was us at first.
But so who owns it again?
Us as a whole, but Seiko and Chanel and us got a contract.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, like a LLC for it.
The question is like, is it even valuable? Is it better to just start something new with a new name?
No, because remember, like I said before, this is not something, and this dude talking about he started Treyway and all this shit. How this came from the founder of 9 Trey, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to S.I. Galantari. He the one that wrote an original book called The Treyway. Coming from 9 Trey was a story, and it's so crazy. I think I got the clip. He died in 2013. SI, and he predicted he was going to make another book, and in his book he predicted that it was going to be a kid that's going to come into the 9 Trey Bloods, and we're going to embrace him. Then he's going to end up telling on everybody. In 2013 he said that. Let me see if I can pull that up. The founder of 9 Trey.
Wow, that's
crazy, right? And then that really happened like 15 years later.
No, yeah, that's kind of eerie. But
right, I seen it. I didn't even see that before. When I seen it, that shit kind of creeped me out, bro.
Right. There's a reason why podcasters can turn any topic into an episode. Just like there's a reason Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm with over 1,000 attorneys and more than 100 offices nationwide. If you've been seriously injured in an accident, your case could be worth millions. But the truth is, a lot of people either don't file at all or get taken advantage of by insurance companies. When you hire Morgan & Morgan, it's like hiring a legal army that has your back. If you're injured because of someone else's negligence, you deserve to be paid. No shortcuts, no lowball offers. In fact, they've secured some major verdicts in the past. For example, in Florida, they got a victim who was in a life-altering car crash, $12 million, 34 times the highest insurance offer. They got another victim in Philadelphia, $26 million, 40 times the highest insurance offer. Not all law firms are created equal. Morgan & Morgan is the biggest for a reason. They will fight for the biggest award possible, and they have won a lot in the past. So if you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless they win. That's right, no upfront costs. They only get paid if you get paid. You could start your claim now by clicking the link in the description, www.forthepeople.com/nojumper, or by scanning the QR code on the screen from your phone's camera. Thank you very much to Morgan & Morgan for sponsoring this episode. Damn. So what's your relationship with Mel Murda at this
Actually,
point?
they go right here.
Okay.
This is so crazy. And it creeped me out. What the hell going on with my service?
Dealing with a rat, really. We got actual gangsters protecting them, but at the end they get burned for messing with them. That's set to be released. It's called Omar's Redemption.
That was his next book.
And it's dealing with a rat, really. We got actual gangsters.
So this is the guy who started 9 Trey?
Yeah, and the founder of 9 Trey Gangsta Bloods, and the one that wrote the original book called The Treyway.
Okay.
For me, and that's was something that we kind of piggybacked off and,
right.
and kind of changed the name and made it into like a music thing and record label and put it as Treyway ENT. You know what I'm saying? To keep the name and the shit alive.
Right.
Right.
So wait, what from your perspective now, having some perspective and everything, do you consider 6ix9ine to be a Treyway member or 9 Trey Blood? Like during that time, was he actually a member, even if it
what you asked me before just
ended
now?
poorly?
What you asked me first?
What?
Do I consider him now? You said?
No, not now, but was he during that era? Because that's kind of like a thing him and Vlad are going back and forth. He's saying like, how am I not part of that? Like how was I not?
Because to me, I'm gonna be honest, man. I was just so happy that we was lit and traveling the world and doing all this stuff. I was just jacking it because everybody else was jacking it. Nobody never really approved of him as a 9 Trey gangster member because he don't know the oranges of it. He's not from our neighborhood, despite the fact that he is from Brooklyn, New York, from the hood. He's not from our hood and our sides and experienced the things that we did and grew up in the harsh areas that we did. So he wasn't really never a real blood in my eyes, and I didn't turn him blood. Whoever said he could be blood wasn't me and my crew and me and I also.
I mean, honestly, in LA, it's like if you're going to be a blood, you have to get put on, meaning you have to get the dog shit beat out of you. And I'm pretty sure that extends even to celebrities. Like, absolutely. I don't know 100%, but I'm pretty sure that somebody like Chris Brown at some point got put on.
It's really not, and people be like, "Oh my God, why would you beat these people up? Why would you let people jump you to be in a group or organization?" But to us, it's like we're a tough group and organization, and we stand against oppression from being oppressed so much since the Black Panther Party movement. So to be jumped into the Bloods is just a way to proving that you're a man and you're willing to fight. If you're willing to fight with us, we know you're willing to stand up and fight on your own and do your own thing, just as a man, on the aspect of a man. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you're not going to be able to do anything that 100% proves that this person is going to be loyal or solid with you. But I guess at least if you're down to get the shit beat out of you, I guess that at least proves that you're somewhat serious.
And stand up and fight. It's not like you're just getting the shit beat out of you. You feel me? Yeah. Nobody beat the shit out of me. I'm knocking out 2-3 motherfuckers duck and I'm fighting. You know,
you can't really fight that much, can you?
If you can fight.
I feel like if you start to win the fight, then more people are joining this fight.
Nah, they can't.
Really?
There's rules to this. Especially if you know how to fight and other people don't know how to fight. What the fuck you gonna do?
Right.
It's like boxing. I even used to box when I was younger with my brother. He used to professionally box. So motherfuckers ain't gonna beat my ass.
Right. So from your perspective, it's more like it was like a celebrity or a rapper that was associated with the hood. He got a little bit too close. He was given a few too many privileges, but ultimately, no, he was never a member of it. That's its own thing.
I guess you could look at it that way. And I talk more about it in my book. Oh yeah, and let me go back. So while I was in prison in 3 years, a lot of people was telling me that they seen the interview. Like, seen you, no jumper. We love how you can speak. We thought you was just a hood gangster dude, but you're really intelligent and all. Because I graduated college and all that the last time when I was in prison. Or whatever. So they was like, you should write a book. You should write a book and shit. So I was like, you know what? I might take this serious because people was telling me that since the street. You know what I'm saying? They was like, you got all the real original knowledge and shit of it. You might as well put it in a book. And I was like, I don't want to put too much information in the book. I don't want to look like I'm talking about too much because that's not who I am. And feel me? And I don't really give a what y'all know is what y'all know. What y'all believe is what I believe. I don't give a fuck what y'all believe. But I just did it. I just got a piece of paper, a bunch of pieces of regular white paper, sick call slips, commissary sheets with the blank back.
So you couldn't get an actual notebook in there?
I could, but at that time, I converted it after a while. But at first, I started writing on it because I didn't have nothing. And when I got it so much in the pages, I was like, man, fuck a book. And I actually brought it home with me. I went from Rikers Island, Mad Months on Rikers Island, all the way to up north to prison, all the way to home with my original copy of my book. Right. And I converted it and turned it into a real. Actually, let me see my bag, bro.
You got the original?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
So I wrote the book, and I just ended up converting it into a real book. And that was called The Rise and Fall of Trey. This is actually your copy, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
let me sign this for you.
Let's do it.
My phone got kind of a little messed up on the plane, but I'm gonna get you a better one. But
I'm gonna put it right next to Snow Billy's book about the Rise and Fall of Trey.
This is a real book.
This is a better one?
This is a book. This is everything book.
Okay. I do have that, though, for the record. I got a very nice collection of hip-hop books that almost nobody else owns going on.
You got the dog shit on us.
Hey, yo.
No, it's here.
Isn't dog shit heroin? That looks like
that's just
money.
A new lingo.
No, you call money dog shit?
It is a dog shit. I got a dog shit on me.
That's hard. All right. Yeah. So okay, but like, how much work? How difficult did you find it putting the book together? Did you have anybody like edit it at a certain point, or is this just like 100% from your brain?
I'm not gonna lie. The book was so easy to actually write. Because everything in the book was basically a true story. And the story is basically about a young kid, a Trinidadian descendant with parents who grew up in Brooklyn, New York, went through the hardships of being poor, growing up in the projects, end up making bad choices, going to prison, receiving a long sentence, coming home to the whole Treyway shit, and everything on from there on to the indictment. I put it in the book. I changed a lot of people's name in the book. I changed a lot of characters. It's based on a true story, so a lot of names has changed, but it's literally the same name. If it was Adam in the book, like real Adam, you was Shadams 22. So they know who I'm talking about. But I just changed it for legal purposes. One little shit. Feel me? Keep it there. If you still want to sue me, do your thing. And it's kind of like a trife life to lavish shit.
Right.
From prison out to the whole life we end up living and everything. So everything is in there, bro.
That's what's up.
Right.
Are they gonna be able to buy it on Amazon or something?
It's already on Amazon.
Oh, it's already on there. Okay.
It's available on Amazon right now. You can go to Amazon and let me see. Yeah, literally right here on Amazon. You just go to Amazon and purchase it.
Nice.
$20 on Amazon. Everybody got $20. The Rise and Fall of Treyway, the real story on Amazon, $20.
Go get it. Okay, so I just wanted to talk about that clip of Mel Murder coming home. What was your relationship with him?
That was my dog, man.
Yeah.
That was my dog. He cool. Welcome home, Mel.
So you guys stay in touch, or?
Always stayed in touch, you know what I'm saying? Send out my love.
Okay. But you got to admit that the group seems like it's kind of splintered, that a lot of you who are previously close maybe don't talk so much anymore. Is that just kind of the result of everybody being so apart during this?
I mean, yeah, everybody. It happens too. People grow, man. That was mad years ago, man. That was like 2017. That was like 8 years ago, bro. 7, 8 years ago, something like that.
So like the 6ix9ine spoke about it, and he basically said that it's disrespectful that Mel had to take the train from prison to the city, and Jim Jones is intercepting him and giving him a hug outside the train station and everything, but
he wanted to do
if
that.
you really with him, you would have maybe gone up there. You would have got him a plane ticket. There's a lot of ways.
Think nobody could have did that?
I mean, I don't know. That's just like 6ix9ine was making it like this guy's so broke that this was his only choice and nobody looked out for him.
You believe that and you listening to him? I could have did that. I got the bread on me right now. You don't think if Melly wanted to come home on a plane or train, we could have did that to him? The man wanted to ride on the train. I didn't get nobody to pick me up. I rode home, bro.
Okay.
I wanted to. When you do so many years, you just want to.
Because he was upstate?
He was in the feds.
But he was upstate New York, or I don't know where the feds are.
He had got moved again, I think, from New York or somewhere. So
but you were upstate New York or not?
Yeah, I was in upstate New York.
Oh, okay.
Cold as man. I was 45 minutes from Canada. I've been to all them racist ass prisons out there. The worst shit I ever been to.
For sure. But okay, so you're saying that was probably more of him just being his own man.
Everybody that come home from prison does that. I came home from prison. I didn't want nobody to pick me up. I didn't want to see nobody. I just wanted to ride and see life and trees and people and stuff. And that's probably what the he wanted to do. Mad years. He probably just wanted to ride and chill. He came home. He's straight. He blessed. Everybody took care of him. What the you don't think they could have got him? He didn't want to do that. So everybody always listening to these false narratives. You feel me? I don't know why. And they just go in and believe it because nobody else is there to detest what he's saying or prove him otherwise. You feel me?
He's smart though, because he knows that it's kind of like a compelling narrative, and it could even kind of get in between. Maybe the people start seeing that and start thinking like, oh, maybe they really don't with me if they didn't pick me up. Like he kind of knows like what buttons to press.
That what people would believe. And I ain't gonna lie, I probably would believe it too if I didn't know the story and shit and hearing from him, because he's a pretty convincing person with when he comes to his marketing strategies. I call it.
But okay, I'm not gonna lie. I think when I think back to the heyday of 6ix9ine in 2017, 2018, whatever, it felt very intentional. Everything felt intentional. And even when I was re-listening to our old interview, you're talking about him with the Mexican flag and how he kind of had like a plan
from jump.
That even though he's in a black gang and he's making black music, that he also wants the Mexicans to with him. So he's kind of like doing things to appeal to them and everything. And that really makes sense to me. But when I see him now on that Vlad interview, it doesn't feel like an evil genius. He just kind of seems like a drunk, crazy person at this point.
And it's crazy that you sit here and you forget everything when you was here from the beginning. You was one of the first people to even interview him on a large platform. And for him to act like he even talk about you the way he do and act like, you know what I'm saying, you rather go to Vlad than no jumper. What's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is a more realer platform, and I did both platforms for real. Feel me? I don't really with certain shit that Vlad say or the way he acts or produce his questions and shit. You know, I'm a hood nigga. You know, I'm outside.
Vlad's my good friend, but yeah, I feel you.
Cool. I ain't got no problem. I'm just saying.
But I mean, to be fair, well, I feel like Wack asked 6ix9ine multiple times to do No Jumper. I feel like he has always hated me basically since he blew up.
Wack
because
from the Valley, right?
Huh?
Wack from the Valley, right?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Wack basically like. Or excuse me, like I feel like 6ix9ine has always hated me just because of the fact that I didn't really 100% with him before he got famous. So then once he got famous, it was you.
Why you think Wack doing it? Because he was one of the first person that got him to interview on a platform before. Because nobody was really besides the Jake Paul bullshit.
I think Wack is an opportunist, and he saw the opportunity with 6ix9ine and realized this is a person that needs help. But
he's a part of the culture on our culture on that side of whatever.
Right.
Why?
But I feel like from his perspective, he is, yes, he's a gang member, but that doesn't mean that he can't manage or help out somebody who's a snitch. I think that was his perspective on it. But I'm gonna be real, like a lot of his relationships in hip hop got fucked up by the fact that
you said he is a gang member.
I mean, am I crazy? But like
on a business aspect, there's no problem with him doing
managing
a snitch.
Now, I think where he would draw the line is he would say, I'm not going to ever let 6ix9ine see me or my homies put in work. But as far as negotiating business deals and making money with him, why can't a gang member help out a snitch?
All right, cool. And if you're going to say that and you're going to do that and you sat there with him, stop fronting. You was right there with Wack and 6ix9ine and the other dudes, and y'all did it together.
Right.
So if that was the case and you're going to let him do it, I ain't snitch. I'm not saying on a business aspect he felt like he didn't do what you do, whatever. Why not bring somebody else like me or somebody else or Seiko that could sit there and argue it out? You feel me? I probably wouldn't have went there if he was there because I would have probably lost my mind. But
you remember how they started is that at first it was like, it was supposed to be such an epic battle that 6ix9ine and Wack were going to do a podcast together. And then they did it. And Wack did like kind of really stand on his shit and kind of put down 6ix9ine a lot and tell him what was going on and everything. But then by the end of it, it was kind of like, shit, well, all right, we're cool. Like, if you want me to help you out business-wise, I'm down to do it. And I think 6ix9ine, he needed, especially at that time, he just needed like anybody who was actually anyone who's established in the industry to help him. Well, I mean, yeah, like if he negotiated a $1 million deal for him and Kodak to do a video together, and Wack even got 10% of that, like, yeah, shit.
Why Kodak did that?
Great day at work.
Fuck Kodak do that for? Fuck he needed that for $1 million. We could have got you $1 million, Kodak. We getting money over here too. He went over there and did a song with a snitch. He the only person that did it.
I'm sure Nicki Minaj. A lot of other $1 million after that.
From that or just
no, just other millions. I'm sure.
Yeah. So why
get $1 million every other week?
Come on, man.
Okay, but you got to admit that the way Kodak did it is that he did the verse, didn't really make it look like he was 6ix9ine in doing the verse, and then also dissed him on the verse.
I seen that.
Had to change it. Well, they changed it. I don't think he had to change anything, but they took the diss out, and then his producer leaked the diss. So even though he did do a song with him, he also found a way to basically disrespect him in the rollout. So he got the money and got to shit on him publicly, which I think is what Kodak wanted to do. And I think Kodak was correct that it didn't fuck up his image.
It's still the principle. I'm a man that live off principles and morals. Real shit. On any aspect that I do in my love life, my relationship, my business, my participation in my gang affiliation, whatever. I live off principles and morals, bro. Out here.
I feel you, but also the way it worked out for Kodak is I think he got to keep 95% of his respect, and he got $1 million. And
for who? 95% for who?
I mean, I don't
come in my hood and dap nobody up. Nobody.
You don't think?
For what? Nobody.
I feel like if Kodak goes to Brooklyn tomorrow, he's good.
Maybe Brooklyn,
he's
but
celebrated.
He can't come to Bed-Stuy and chill. I wouldn't even. None of my friends wouldn't approve of that.
I would say that is a very small minority of people. I think when Kodak Black shows up somewhere, nobody's thinking about 6ix9ine.
Maybe you're right. Absolutely. But me personally, he couldn't come to Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, and post up. That's what I'm saying. Maybe it is a small minority of people and it's just a small neighborhood. Yeah, you're right. But
right. I'm just saying, I think that ultimately Kodak was kind of right in his calculation that he could do it.
And I don't even got no problem. Matter of fact, if Kodak Black come to Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn and shit, I wouldn't even do that. I have nobody do that. I'll just leave.
Right.
I don't got no problem with him or nothing. I don't really care, but I don't approve it. I don't jack what him doing the song would do it. I don't feel like it was right. So I just wouldn't want to be around him in his presence. There's no problem with Kodak. Shout out to Kodak. I fuck with his music. I bump his shit and shit. I got no hate for him, but I just don't like him, approve of him doing the song. That's just how I feel, man. I'm a man. That's just how I feel.
I feel it. Going back to the Mel Matrix thing though, so basically like Academics posted the clip of 6ix9ine dissing Mel for having to take the train back to the city and then Jim picking him up or whatever. And so then I guess Jim saw Academics at the Young Boy show right after that and damn near like pressed him, like really kind of got in his face and let him know he ain't feeling him and everything like that.
Is mad timid and scary. He used to come in the studio. Hey guys, what you just doing? Right here? I can sit right here. You sure? Feel me? So when he be doing all this shit, it's like, come on, bro. Like, relax, play your position and shit. You helping bullshit. I hate when people help bullshit and then hide. It's not like you really in the streets and shit.
Yeah, but I mean, if 6ix9ine is gonna say something about Jim Jones and Mel Matrix, it's just like whatever. That's that's worth posting.
Nobody paying this dude attention. Nobody watching this dude. In the beginning, when he first came home, I was just curious to see what he had to say. Is the reason I watched. I swear to God, I haven't watched nothing. Niggas begged me to watch his last interview with Vlad because I was going on No Jumper 22 and people like, please be updated on the bullshit he talking about. I was like, no, I do not want to watch it. You feel me? Whatever questions Adam asked me, I'll answer it, bro. And niggas like, please, Otto, just watch it, just to know. And I'm like, I'm gonna watch it. And I was mad as hell because it's just more bullshit and he's still saying the same dumb shit and he's still lying with these false narrative saying that Shotty fuck Sarah and shit. How can you prove that?
We're going to talk about that for sure. But I mean, okay, when you hear that Jim Jones basically got in Academics' face and kind of attempted to intimidate him and everything, like, what do you think of that? Because I think from Ac's position, he's just kind of laughing because he's in there with security. He feels like Jim's not going to tweak out and do something in front of Birdman, in front of all these people, and basically just look like a crazy person. But I feel like these are two people who are stuck in different ages because Jim comes from the era of streets matter, being tough matters, and Academics is from the modern era where it's like it's clout, it's attention, it's engagement, and it's not like I'm not scared of you. I'm not going to let you scare me. If you want to beat me up, cool. Maybe I'll sue you. Maybe I'll just make a bunch of content out of it.
No. That's not how Academics feel. Academics knew that Jim Jones is not on that with him. What the Jim Jones is from the hood. You think he didn't press Academics or Fake King. He just addressed how he probably felt as a man. You feel me? You know he here with Birdman and shit. He ain't about to ruin his shit and shit. But Jim Jones is the person just gonna speak what's on his mind, how he felt. You feel me? He didn't get. You think if he wanted to slap, you seen Jim and Masher. You think if he wanted to slap Academics, he wanted to slap Academics in there? Out here.
It probably wouldn't have been a great experience for him to slap out Academics.
Yeah, people into it. They probably would have grabbed his security. Would have came out of it.
I know, and it would have turned into a huge brawl between Ac, his security, everybody who's with him.
I doubt it. I don't think the security would have turned it into a brawl just for slapping Academics. They probably would have grabbed him.
If I'm doing security for Academics and he gets smacked by a rapper, then for sure I got to turn up. I got to beat the shit out of that dude. But and I got to fight everybody he's with. That's the problem with being a security guard. You got to fight everybody.
You know, after that, you probably wouldn't even touch Jim. They're gonna pull him to the back and they're gonna.
Yeah, you might not even get a chance to fight him too much. Obviously, there's venue security and all that kind of shit. And if Jim's not with a bunch of people, I'd be surprised.
Then he was Birdman, so who you think the most of the security venue gonna ride with?
And even Birdman got so much respect that if he tells people to stop fighting, apparently that's just they're listening.
To rush the homies like that. This man is a well-known player. Come on, bro. They gonna grab it, break it up. They know what's up after that.
But when Act calls Jim Jones the oldest YN, how does that sit with you? Does that sound about right?
Yeah, because he's still acting like he in the street, still acting like he young. I know I'm not perfect. I'm changing my life. I'm making the necessary shit to elevate as a man and whatever.
Okay.
But you so much still involved in the YN's music and all the shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Post up more relevant shit. Like you got your clout, you did that. You still dick riding the YN. Let them have their time. Let other bloggers do their shit and other YN bloggers, you know, build the history of the YNs.
So you and Jim not best friends?
No, we cool.
You cool?
Yeah, you good.
But you are critical a little bit of how he's moving around?
Not really. I don't care what he do.
Oh,
grown ass man.
Okay, for sure. Yeah, I don't know. The oldest YN. I've been thinking about that since though. It's like
kind of accurate.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to think
acting YN because he's not an actual YN in no form, but he's acting like.
Jim just always had such a surly, like pissed off.
But he's not that much involved in the streets to be one of the new up and coming YouTubers like that. Okay. You don't even know what's really going on. You're just blogging from what you hear and what you know and information you're getting from other people. Like, stop it, bro.
Okay, got it. Okay, so do you know those dudes? If you recall, there was this whole time period where 6ix9ine had a whole new crew of dudes from Brooklyn that were moving around with him, and he did the podcast with Hassan Campbell and Wack all together and everything like that. And I even ended up interviewing some of the guys and everything.
I don't know. There was just some young kids from that building, from them projects.
So you don't know those dudes?
Yeah, and they can't even come back over there.
Oh, really?
In fact.
So you just think they're like they lost a lot of.
They knew him because remember he from right up the street. Locust Street is like 2-3 blocks from them projects right there.
Right.
So them some young kids that he probably went to school with and already knew, some regular kids that was just acting tough and shit with him already.
That was an interesting time period though, because I feel like 6ix9ine, like at that point, it was kind of like he was gonna run the same play that he had ran before, where it's like, all right, these are my homies, these are like drill rapper type kids that I'm around, and I'm gonna kind of, if I'm accepted by them and I'm moving around with them.
You know when he knew that wasn't going to work? I don't think that was his thing because he knew that wasn't.
Well, I know when he knew it wasn't going to work.
Remember in Miami, somebody slapped him or did some shit before that and they didn't do nothing or some shit like that.
Oh, really?
They punched him and he fell on the floor. Remember that?
Yeah.
Punched him in Florida, fell on the floor, and them same guys with him, they didn't do nothing.
No, the exact moment, though, that he probably should have known that this was going to work out is when he said, "This is the only rat we jacket." That was a legendary moment. Just the fact that he said that, and that it was so obviously the exact thing that 6ix9ine didn't want him to say.
Yeah, he
was so funny. I think at that moment, 6ix9ine was like, I am never going to embrace a young black street dude again. Like this is just I can't trust them.
The dude probably was trying to he probably was trying to save face on his end to say, oh, this is the only rat we jacking because look at the reasons he ratted for or whatever the he was thinking in his mind. But dude probably was looking at him like, I didn't want you to say that.
I'm bringing you around to not say that.
To not say that. To just make me look still like a regular street dude and make it look like I'm still good in the hood. What the f is wrong?
Yeah, that was unbelievably funny. And even in that interview too, they're kind of like, why are you hanging out with 6ix9ine? He's kind of like, this is money that's going to feed my family. So yeah, I'm hanging out with a rat, but like I gotta feed my family, which again is not what you want.
What money they gave him? What money was they was getting? What chains did they have? What new houses and businesses did they start and cars did they have?
But if you're 6ix9ine, it's like I don't want you to just say, "Hey, I'm only cool with this guy for money." Like if I hire somebody to be a host on No Jumper and they're just like, "Yeah, you know, Adam's a bitch, but I gotta feed my family. I gotta pay my rent." That's kind of like you could have not said that.
I mean, I guess whatever little shit they gave him to make it look good. Yeah. They kind of ran with it and they thought it was going to be a permanent thing and then they realized it wasn't and they're like, oh, we f***ed up bad.
Okay. So what actually is like the feelings going through your head when you were watching the 6ix9ine Vlad interview? Like, like how different does he seem to you? Like, and in what ways?
Man, he seems so much more confident, so much more real. Because remember, you know him. You know this is a timid kid who was really scary and just trying to come up every way he can from crew to crew to crew until he find out some shit. A lot of bullshit he was saying was like really up, you know what I'm saying? What he said about Trippie Redd, because I Trippie Redd, good dude, and everything Trippie Redd was saying in the beginning was real. He's saying Trippie Redd came out and hated on me and tried to shit on my name after Pose 1469. No, you really had a child molestation case or touching a minor shit. So Trippie Redd came out and said we don't associate with. He didn't want to be associated with that shit. You blame Trippie Redd for that? What the f is the problem with that? He didn't want to f with it. I'm a real blood. I did bring you on regardless of what you say, and you say Elliot called you and wanted to introduce you. It was Trippie Redd who brought you to Elliot Grange. If it wasn't for Trippie Redd, you would have never met Elliot Grange and never been signed to that label.
Right. Okay. There's a version of that child sex case or whatever that he tells that is a lot more defensible than the version that maybe is like the more cynical version. So for the record, the version of it that he tells is that he showed up, he was 18. He shows up to shoot a music video with some random people that he doesn't really know that well. And there's girls and they're like in bikinis or underwear or whatever. And they're kind of dancing in the video and he doesn't f one of them.
Right.
But he is kind of like, I think he's just like rapping, standing next to her and was maybe like slapping her ass or some shit.
You had it in the bed.
And then he ggets arrested soon after and they find out the girl's 13.
You seen the girl?
I haven't.
Go see the girl. And watch the little girl and see if you think if it was me and I came in here and I was 18, I was already a real nigga by the time I was 18. So if I would have came up in here and I would have seen the girl, the first thing I would have asked whoever crib this was, whoever had, yo, how old is Shorty right there? Because she looked mad young, son. And even if she thinks she got ID, I'm like, yo, I'm good on her in the video. We could do it with the other girls. We could keep going. But Shorty just looked mad young. I don't know because she looked at OD young when I seen it. She looked at 13.
Right. I mean, but it's interesting because like he says in the interview, he uploaded the footage. It was on his YouTube channel, the footage of him rapping with whoever and then this girl being in the video. So clearly, at least he didn't think that he was doing anything illegal when he uploaded it. Now, he may be an idiot that he didn't look at this girl and think like, oh, she looks underage.
He didn't. I don't think he cared because remember he was doing mad shit like that and pussy eating all the shirts and putting people with crack needles and trying to do
people
anything
were
he
heroin in his video at the time, which that was so crazy. Now
he can't to be seen. So I didn't think he really gave a f if she was 13, 10 shit. He did. He was true. I got some bitches here. It's gonna make the video lit. Let's go.
But there is a difference because putting somebody doing heroin in your video is not necessarily illegal, but having an underage girl in her underwear in your video is definitely illegal. So I mean, I at least believe him that he didn't realize that she was underage or that he was doing anything wrong. But I also am open to the possibility that he could just be lying out his ass. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, really, like, I wonder if Trippie Redd regrets. Probably. That he turned on him because if he had stayed cool with him
no.
I thought you were going to say something for his career.
Nah, he didn't want to be associated with it. And he talking about Trippie Redd was whack. And sure, Trippie Redd had his good music. He was streaming on his own. He was doing his own thing, and people f with him. And Trippie Redd was like, he just ain't want to be associated with it.
But Trippie Redd definitely thought when he dismissed 6ix9ine, calling him a pedo or whatever, he thought that was going to be the end of 6ix9ine, and then 6ix9ine actually ended up getting way.
And if it wasn't for us, it would have been the end of him. He was fucked.
That's interesting.
Nobody was with him. Zilla Kami, what's the crib dude named? 6ix9ine's or 6ix9ine, whatever. I don't know. I can't remember.
Right.
Everybody had cut him off. You know what I'm saying? Trippie wasn't with him. No KB. None of them shits. And he had to find something, and we just didn't know because we wasn't in the media shit like that or that. Most of us didn't even have social media.
Right. Because I'm gonna be real. Like I don't think I understood how big it would be for his career to just be with all these gang members until it happened. And then I was like, oh, I guess I just didn't realize in 2017 or 2018 how much more that was going to make people pay attention to him. Because the truth is that hip hop is kind of like the weird side and then the street side. And by him having the rainbow hair and shit and being like weird, it was like he got that side, and then he links with you, and then all the street type people are paying attention.
You the one said it publicly, remember? Because I said it, and you the one said it on the shit. Had he did that same Gummo video on his block with a few Mexican kids, do you think it would have blew up like it did?
Not like it did. No.
Come on.
It would have been a different thing.
They seen the homies and the Bloods and so much people. It's like, who the fuck is this rainbow head dude with all these bruises? And they was like, hold on, I might know that dude. They look like such. They look like that auto that just came on doing mad time. What the fuck they doing with this guy? You know what I'm saying? Let's see what this about. And man, regular people was interested in it because nobody never really. It was shock value like everybody saying because nobody never seen no person with rainbow hair rapping gangster rap anyway.
I mean, just a hypothetical. Like, imagine if XXXTentacion, when he was kind of at the height of his career, if he had came to LA and did a video in the middle of Compton with 100 Bloods around him, and not just that, but then he's moving around with them. He's damn near one of them. X was huge, but that for sure would have took it to a different level.
He would have been way more. Shout out to X.
There's so many people that would not have been able to look away.
No, that was my good friend too.
Oh, you talked to him a lot?
Yeah, hell yeah. I got shits on Instagram. We used to go live together, all that shit, man. Shit, I used to have him on. That was my guy, man.
Yeah, I mean that.
He used to with a group called Members Only, and I fuck. I still fuck with every single one of the members.
Oh, nice.
Shout out to them.
Shout out Kid Trunks.
Kid Trunks. He got a lot going. That's my boy, man. Yeah. Shout out SB.
Okay, so I guess yeah, okay, so we talked about that. Okay, this one thing I wanted to ask about is during that whole period where you guys were coming out to LA and everything, what's your memory of how you guys linked with Alshon Martin and how it ended up becoming the decision that you guys were moving around with all these Hoovers and shit?
Remember, we left them and we was by ourselves the remaining time.
Okay.
Even when we got the fight at the LAX airport, we wasn't with the Hoovers no more. But Alshon Martin was somehow linked with Shotty.
Okay.
And I guess Shotty felt like it would be more authentic to have a few Hoovers with us because in the first Gummo video, this rat dude said, in the hood with the Billy niggas and the Hoover niggas, ain't no Hoover niggas in New York City, bro.
There are though, isn't there?
No.
None?
You know any Hoovers?
Really? I thought there was Hoover neighborhoods out there.
Nah, I don't know nothing in Brooklyn. I don't know nothing in Brooklyn.
I'm so ashamed that I'm asking ChatGPT this. Are there Hoover neighborhoods in NYC? I guess you guys would know more than me.
Name them.
I felt like there was.
Name them. Where? Where the hoods that is a bunch of Hoovers in New York? Or in Brooklyn? I'm from Brooklyn.
the answer that it gave me does not pertain to gang culture at all. It was just about like streets called Hoover Street and shit. So hey, I'll leave it alone. But okay, so 6ix9ine was just saying Hoover randomly in that song. It wasn't like based on anything.
I don't think it was based on anything.
Okay, but then that's why he thought it would be cool, just because
they met Al Sharmaj. Al Sharmaj had a strong crew and a lot of people and stuff, and I guess we didn't really want to fuck with him. Harv didn't even want to do it really, and Al Sharmaj came to New York one time and came to a studio session, and that's when we first met him for the first time. And I was like, "What up, this dude? He Hoover. He from Cali and shit." And I'm like, "All right, cool." You know what I'm saying? Cali, seen my eye. I ain't really think nothing of it. And I never seen him after that.
Really?
I guess he kept coming to New York in studio sessions, but I was doing a lot. And when I was ever with this dude, he wasn't there when we was doing like shows and shit. He started coming afterwards. But remember when we went to LA for the first time I ever been to LA, when we did the whole shit in the fight at the LA airport, we was alone. It was just me and Danny on the plane. And I got to New York, bro, and I got a call at 6:30 in the when I didn't even know we was going to LA. It was the hype, but no, it wasn't no hype about it. Remember, this was the last time you seen all the Trey members together when this was like, said we can't come to LA. They canceled the shows. We still coming. Look to the left of me, look to the right of me. We still here. That was the last time all of us was together. And after that shit changed. But they canceled all the shows. We had 3. It was All-Star Weekend. Remember, it was All-Star Weekend, and we had 3 shows, and they got all our shows canceled. And they kept saying, "Oh, we're gonna kill them. They come to LA. They friend. They'll never come out here." They canceled all the shows, and then we all was kind of sad about it. We was mad because we really wanted to go to LA. We was mad as f. You feel me? I never even been to LA in my whole life, and I just did 12 years. I'm trying to go to LA. I'm trying to see what that's about. You feel me? So I'm mad as hell. So we come to the decision like, yo, we still going. That shit. We going. We popping out for All-Star Weekend. We showing face. We going to LA. Danny had the only one that been to LA before. We all of us never been there. So we was like, we gonna go. We get out there. No, I'll get a call. We didn't have no accurate time and shit. We make that video. It go viral. I get a call at 6:30 in the morning. It's Shotty. All right, boy. What's up, Shotty? I'm asleep, bro. What's up? I was the closest person living to Danny. He lived on Locust Street. He was still living there with his mom through all this shit and the hype and fame. He was still living right there with his mother. I lived about 6 blocks from him in Bushwick, on Jefferson. So he was like, yo, just pack a quick bag and Danny gonna meet you in like 5 minutes, and then y'all gonna go to the airport together to he said Arizona. He's like, y'all go to Arizona, y'all got a show at the Red Monkey at Arizona, and from Arizona y'all gonna fly to LAX, and then Al Sharmaj I'm gonna pick y'all up from LAX. So I'm like, it's just me and him going to the airport right now? He like, yeah, you good though, bro. Just trust me, Otto. I need you, really need you. I swear to God, Shotty's like, yo, I need you, Otto, to hold me down on this one. I can't come right now. I got some shit going on. I'm like, but where's everybody else? He's like, I'm gonna send people. Everybody's sick, everybody gonna come. I just need you right now. I already got the ticket booked in your name and everything at JFK right now. You and Danny is booked right now. I'm like, damn, son. But I'm like, yeah, you feel me? What else do I have to lose at this point? I call Danny. I'm saying, you talk to Shotty? He was like, yeah, I'm packing a bag right now. Otto, you coming with me? He's so scared. You could tell because I guess Shotty tell him that nobody's coming but Otto. And he was like, yo, Otto, you think we good? So I can't make him feel like we not good. He's the star and everything. So I'm like, bro, we good. I'm like, people gonna meet us there, shit, we good. He's like, I guess I'll get in the Uber. He get in the Uber. He meet me in my crib. We on the way to JFK. I call Harv. I'm like, Harv, where the fuck you at, son? Harv is in LA already. Harv's like, yo, I'm in LA. I already know what's going on. Y'all going to Arizona. I'm about to fly to Arizona and meet y'all at the Red Monkey. This nigga Shotty's bugging the fuck out. That's when the separation started. That's when we started seeing little crazy shit going on because we all had a plan. You sending us to LA to meet Al Sharmaj by ourselves? Come on, bro. Like, what type of time are you on? You're not coming? He never came. He never pulled up. We stayed out there mad days, fight at the LAX airport. He never popped up. I was mad about that. Shit started changing after that. But I still went. Feel me? Like, I still went. You seen that shit? You seen us out there? We was outside. We went to the mall. We went down the street. We went to the All-Star Weekend shit, the parties, everything. We went 3 deep. Me, him, and Harv. We did the show at the Red Monkey. They worshipped us. That was the first show of the Day 69 tour. It started at the Red Monkey back then. Remember the Day 69 tour? It started at the Red Monkey, and the second 3 shows was supposed to be in LA, and they canceled them. We still went to LA 3 deep, nigga. And then Alshon Martin, no, wait, let me go back.
You didn't have security around you or
nothing. Let me go back. Alshon Martin, hold on. Alshon Martin met, Alshon Martin met us at the airport. When we first flew in, Alshon Martin met us was like 20 niggas at the airport. I'm not going to lie.
20, wow.
About 20.
Okay.
And we left from the airport. We went to the mall and we went out in the streets. Shit started going on. Alshon Martin started talking about security and tap in with some people and shit. And Harv just wasn't feeling it. And Harv just kind of split from him for a little, you know what I'm saying? Like we didn't, but like, look, let us venue out. So we went out, no security, nothing. We started going out to the shit. We went to the show. We got kicked out the show. The All-Star Weekend shit somewhere in LA. They was like, yo, y'all gotta go, bro. It's gonna cost too much shit. We canceled y'all show. Y'all can't be here. Kicked us out.
We left. Get paid?
Nothing. It kicked us out.
What the fuck?
So we showed face, kicked us out. They was like, yo, this dude is crazy. He going to the mall. He going to shows. They're coming around. Nothing happened to us the whole time we was in LA till we got to the LAX airport with them fake Rap-A-Lot dudes.
Damn. So was Harv the first one to like really kind of turn on him? Because I'm trying to figure out like
turn on who?
On 6ix9ine.
Nobody never turned on him.
But by the time we get to him getting kidnapped or whatever, like what has to happen to get to that from your perspective?
I don't know who kidnapped him. I went Harv was locked up.
Well, Harv went down for it, right?
He did, but I'm not gonna say Harv actually did that. But what would you think lead down to him getting kidnapped and after he doing all this? He's running off with Shotty. Shotty is saying he's the co-founder of Treyway. Okay. He running this shit. This is article. Treyway, niggas 6 for 6 on the board. You're not. You don't own the label. You're not the CEO. You run around with the shit. You acting like this. You telling us what we're gonna get paid. Telling us what's going on now. Why? You're not running this shit now. And that's really how the separation started.
Was it also something where it's like he's making all this money and he's being super? I think I remember you saying he was really selfish and stingy with the clout
and the money.
Right.
You're not really paying us. If you in a crew and you lit, you make sure your crew straight too.
Right.
You make sure your boys eating. If you getting all the money and you the man and you got the team, everybody can't be the man.
Right.
If you the man, you make sure your guys running straight because these guys gonna die for you and ride for you, right?
Right.
How come they not straight? How come they not eating?
Yeah.
You can't put a couple hundred in their pocket. You can't make sure
the way
they
he tells it, he's acting like everybody was doing pretty well and everything.
No, the main guys wasn't. We had to force money out this every time.
Mm.
And Shotty getting mad and talking about shit, boy. We ain't getting no money all the way. We traveling, we doing shows and shit. We ain't supposed to get nothing. The hell?
So would you have ever thought that the driver, the person who was driving the whip,
I didn't even know who was driving.
it was just a random guy to you?
I don't know. I never seen him or met him into my life until the Fed case happened. I didn't even know they had a driver.
Oh, okay. Because that's the pretty crazy thing is that not only are you taking this random rapper kid that you just met on these drills, but then you also got a driver. Never in a million years would I think that people were going to spin with a random Mexican illegal immigrant driving this shit.
Yeah, boy.
That's not smart.
Yeah, boy, Shotty with the decisions making.
Yeah.
We never did that. We had our own drivers and shit. We was good.
Okay. Well, but okay. Yeah. That's crazy. Because like think about how easy it was for the cops or the feds rather to flip them. Hey, you're illegal.
You're not even from America.
You're going to jail right now.
You trying to go back tonight?
Yeah. Tell us everything and let us put cameras all over this whip or else you're done.
You're going back tonight.
I mean, that's
you got kids and a wife?
That's easy.
You won't have them no more.
Yeah,
You'll be working in a cornfield. You'll be working in a cornfield in Mexico by tomorrow. What you trying to do?
Nah, definitely. That shit crazy. But, okay. So, what went through your head when you saw I might have asked you this before, but like, what went through your head when you saw the Breakfast Club clip where he says to Charlamagne, he says, there's a difference between gang members and dirty N-words or dirty bloods. I forget exactly what he said, but it was like that was so crazy to just see him after spending all these months getting super close with all these bloods, and then he goes on a podcast and says, these are dirty bloods.
So he wasn't a dirty too. This wasn't broke ass Danny that was a hood that was sleeping on the floor with us when he was doing the music and doing shit. Broke ass still living on Groker's Grove with your mom in the broke ass door that people went that we had to protect you in. That's staying up for you. So you was way broker than us.
The way he looked in 2017 or whatever when I met him, yeah, I mean,
the nerve of you. He was
dirty. Yeah,
the nerve of you.
He was greasy looking.
To say dirty bloods when you dirty broke that just came around us didn't have nothing but a green cheap ass suit with a Mexican flag on it. You ain't had no sauce, no swag. Yeah. Got the nerve to say these dirty bloods. It's lost his mind.
Definitely.
Broke ass. He was sleeping on the same floor. Talking about Shotty was up there sleeping on the floor. Shotty had his own crate. It was the crash spot. It was like the crash spot. You done had a crash spot. You know how it be. All the motherfuckers. Anybody
I'm sleeping in my own bed.
When you was young, we talking about.
When I was young, yeah.
If you was in the hood, if you was in the hood, we had couches in the spot. We all here smoking, we drinking. It's a crash spot. Motherfuckers fall asleep in here at night. We wake up. Oh, I'm about to go to the crib, man. I was lit last night. What the fuck?
When I was 18,
You acting
19,
like we had nothing there.
Give me a
Everybody
pillow.
sleeping on the floor.
I'll sleep on the ground. Give me a pillow.
Come on, bro. We
good,
was mad young, grown. And imagine if we wasn't 18, 19, but we grown up a little older than that, and we all still members of the same organization. It's gonna be that way. Come on, bro.
Okay. Damn. All right. So I guess like your overall thing, right, is that 6ix9ine like lists off all these grievances that basically like justify him telling.
Name them.
You know,
because I'm the only person that could detest him. I was there. Name them. It's bullshit. Shoddy Sarah. People stealing his bread.
Let's do that one. Let's do the Shoddy Sarah one.
So prove it.
Why do you not believe it?
I give you 10 bands if you could prove it right now.
I don't think anybody can prove it. Now his story has expanded to him saying that he took her phone and seen like basically like evidence.
Show me the text.
I mean, that's what.
Why you ain't put out text? Your rat ass put out everything else. Show the text. Because she said I never Shoddy, and Shoddy was like, "Come on, bro, I ain't did no shit like that. Ain't nobody wasn't stealing money from his shows. He was doing different shows. The booking agent Will, the dude from Connecticut, was the main person that was his booking agent, bro. He was stealing the bread. Feel me? Shoddy couldn't even steal all the bread. Gotta go into the details. Look it up, bro. It's all public records. Everything I'm saying is public records. Y'all ain't getting no free information of it. Everybody talking about you can look it up on YouTube. Will Cornish was the booking agent. Will Cornish was the booking agent. Again, I'll say it one more time. Will Cornish was the booking agent. Chris Igator was his manager, not Shoddy. This whole time, y'all been saying Shoddy is his manager and Shoddy was the no. No, we were all Treyway. Chris Igator was 6ix9ine's manager. Nobody else. Christian Igator. What the that was Solo's homeboy. Solo was XXXTentacion manager.
Yeah,
Solomon. Solomon and Chris are friends. Solomon managed XXXTentacion. Chris managed Tekashi 6ix9ine, and they blew up like a. You feel me? Tekashi 6ix9ine got into it, shitted on Chris, started running off with Shoddy, shitted on everybody. Chris was the one helped him bail out when he had the little sexual case, help him throughout everything. What you shit on Chris for?
All the way back then, damn.
Come on, bro, that's fucked up. To run off with Shoddy, you know what? Because he used to say, he wanted to be free. He wanted to post what he want, do what he want, and he used to say, yo, all of these artists are controlled by their labels and managers, tell them what to post, what to do. I'm the only lit artist out here could do what I want, post what I want, say what I want to say, tell people to suck my dick. You feel me? And we used to be like, bro, stop doing that. Stop telling people, stop starting shit. And Shoddy saying, do what you want to do, nigga. Tell him we gonna back you. Who you think he gonna go with more? He started to feel what Shoddy was saying. That Shoddy's a big homie. He's saying this. These niggas telling me to chill. He telling me to not chill. He started going off with Shoddy more. You feel me? Keep it a buck.
Crazy. Okay. During the time period that 6ix9ine was like beefing heavily with Lil Durk, how did you look at that? Like, did you advise him on that at all? Did you think that he was tripping by beefing with somebody that has so much respect and power in Chicago?
Who?
When 6ix9ine was beefing with Durk,
he wasn't beefing with Durk. When he beefed with Durk, Durk never responded to him or said nothing. He wasn't beefing with Chief Keef. He was never beefing with Durk. He the whole shit was shit in Manhattan. What the ever happened? Do you ever hear Chief Keef ever respond to him or ever say anything? The only person responding to him was Tato, and he used that as a way to push it to Chief Keef for the clout. It's all clout chasing shit.
As far as Chief Keef, I think like one of the only times, probably the only time that he ever spoke on 6ix9ine or getting him shot at was to me, because he actually hit me up after.
Wait, what?
Like I was talking to Chief Keef one time. He said something to me one time where I said like, damn, I can't believe them fools try to shoot at you. And he goes, they was shooting in the sky. Like basically saying like there was no chance I was getting hit. It was not serious.
Fuck with Chief Keef. Chief Keef, he made that little video. My son Chief Keef flew to New York the next morning. Dolly by himself. Flew to New York, booked a hotel. I'm like, oh shit, this guy got some nuts.
Yeah, that's crazy though. But
this nigga got some nuts.
Yeah. Okay, so but during that whole time period with the Durk situation, also, can you not do that? That's gonna make a lot of noise for the podcast. Spinning a rock,
my little rock,
crazy, bro. But okay, but I guess like the Durk 6ix9ine thing actually was more like after he got out, because that's what he went to O Block and everything, but
at 5 in the morning
when he was trolling the death of King Von and everything, that was after he got out.
It was weird, bro. It's clout chasing shit to him. He don't know nothing about real hood shit or King Von. He only clout chasing. He went out to O Block at 5 in the morning and said it was 10 p.m. Well, yeah, you heard the birds chirping.
Yeah. You could tell because it was damp on the ground.
On the ground.
And they did the math of what
Foggy
day it would have been.
Yeah. 10 o'clock, you think nobody outside on O Block? Get the out of here.
I don't know. It depends, because I've been there.
Somebody outside.
I've been there at night where there's almost nobody outside.
Somebody was outside.
I'm talking middle of the winter.
He had a sweater on. It wasn't even the middle of the winter. It was cold. He didn't have no big ass jacket or nothing. He had a regular sweater on.
Yeah. I don't think it wasn't
Get
super
the fuck
cold.
out. It wasn't super
at that
cold.
time. Yeah. But anyway, I say all that just to say Lil Durk now has gone down for a murder for hire situation, and there's all kinds of allegations that he maybe was even sending people to go kill people in O Block who people thought that they were good.
Talk about Durk in the book.
You do? Okay. But all I'm saying is that, like, now looking at it, it seems very within the realm of possibility that Durk could have put money on 6ix9ine's head or sent somebody to take care of him.
But nothing happened to him.
Yeah, I don't think I honestly don't think it was that big of a thing.
I don't know.
Also, it's way different to go.
You talking about Durk named Durk? Dirk was so lit and coming up some shit. He probably was laughing at this dude. He like, you snitch ass. I'm getting so much clout. I just did a song with Drake. You over here bothering me.
But to be fair, the thing that 6ix9ine was saying was slide for Vaughn. And then the thing that Durk went down for was basically paying people to slide for Vaughn.
I don't know. I don't think that's how it went. But I don't even.
I'm not saying he was.
But I don't think.
Obviously, if he was going to do it, he wanted to get it done either way.
I don't think he was paying no attention to the rat. Is what I'm saying at all. Had nothing to do with nothing he got going on tonight. I don't even think he was laughing at dude. Probably, you feel me? He never responded. Because let me say show me one thing that he responded to him. He never responded to dude. So when you don't respond or don't care that much, like a Chief Keef, you didn't really give a fuck.
He said it in the song. Don't respond to shit with
Vaughn. He never responded to nobody about that.
The only time he responded was by saying that he wasn't gonna respond.
Yeah,
or when we're in the club, we don't listen to rats.
I wouldn't talk about. I got dead homies and shit, man. RP to my nigga Boom, bro. I'm not about to respond to people that's disrespecting or talking shit about my homie, because you'll never come back and say that. That I'm down to certain people. I'm down to die and go to jail for. You feel me? My family, my good friends I love, and shit like that.
For sure. My guess is that Lil Pab was not the first person that Lil Durk got knocked off. So.
You know, I never really got into the whole Little Durk shit. I just used to like his music when he was a rapper. When he started singing, I kind of like stopped with him. But then he came back into a good artist, and I stopped with him. I don't even know what proof they got on all that happened. It's proofs and shit that he really did that.
It's not great. Yeah, they got phone calls of his homies talking about how Durk likes his killings done.
Where I'm from, bro.
Kind of crazy.
Where I'm from, and on Rikers Island. You know about New York and how Rikers Island go. Rikers Island is probably the biggest jail in America, bro, because it holds the most inmates.
How much time you actually spend there?
Like 6-7 months before I went to prison.
Right.
But I've been there mad times.
Yo, what about?
Because it's the main city jail.
Just a totally separate thing. Like the fact that Tax Stone got a case for basically
free tax.
Like people giving them phones and shit. Like,
I was there.
They're dragging it up.
Bro, I was there that whole time.
In Brooklyn. So how the hell is he still in Brooklyn if he's doing like 30
bro,
years?
I was on Rikers Island when the feds came and got him.
Wait, really?
Swear to God, that was 2022.
Rikers Island still?
Remember, I got locked up in 2021. I was still on Rikers Island until 2022, and then I went to prison. So I'm in Rikers Island on the 5 building in Rikers Island, one of the worst buildings and shit. I know Tax. I'm him the whole time. You feel me? And y'all could see my shit, and I see my shit. I was lit in there. I had a phone. I ain't gonna lie. We was lit this month. So they locking shit down. Everybody go to your cell. Everybody go to your cell. Everybody move out the shit. So we like, what the f is going on? We looking out the door. Some dudes in the little jacket. With the little blue jacket with the yellow writing on it, they dead ass coming through taking Tax out. So niggas like, oh shit, feds just came and took Tax.
Yeah.
At that time, we didn't even know what happened. We was like, damn, the feds just came and got Tax off the island just like that. I was like, what the f happened?
That's crazy. I mean, shit. If you're gonna do all that time, I guess I would probably want to get a phone too. So,
hey man, who wouldn't?
I mean, shit. I had a lot of FaceTime calls with Tax over the years before he got sentenced. Yeah. Okay, so as far as before we get into just like where you're at and everything, I a couple more things about this. So do you think people still hang out in front of the video where Gummo was shot? Because wasn't that Seco Billy's?
No, yeah. Nobody hang out, but a select few of us still go over there.
Is it still like a tourist location? You can see white people pulling up and taking photos and shit. Or is that over?
Yeah, because it's getting more like kind of they trying to gentrify a lot of neighborhoods in Brooklyn now.
Yeah.
Especially neighborhoods that's closer to the train that could get you to Manhattan just like that. They trying to push the black people more further and shit.
That's the vibe.
So that's not the vibe.
Well, no, not not like the vibe, but like that's a vibe that's going on there. Okay.
Yeah, that's the vibe. I see what you're saying. Now that's the vibe that's going on.
Right.
Because and it's not necessarily for white people. It's for people who don't want to pay that much to live in Manhattan, but they work in Manhattan. And if they could get a cheaper place right in Brooklyn where they get on the train that could get them to Manhattan in like 10, 15 minutes, why not?
Yeah.
So they pushing them out of Brooklyn. They pushing the poor people, basically. If you ain't got no money, get the out of Williamsburg. Get the out of Bushwick.
You're a landlord. Your job is to make money. And if you realize like, oh shit, I could have a lawyer living in this apartment and he'll pay 5 bands a month versus some broke dude that's paying 25 $2,000 a month and shit, we in. And also $2,000 sounds like a lot for rent.
That's a lot. Rent is a lot. My rent is mad bread in New York. So I mean, I'll do it too.
But I was looking up like areas of Bed-Stuy.
Not if I would have had to push out the people struggling that was in the hood. But on the money aspect, if I could get somebody to pay 5 bands more than 2 bands, why wouldn't I do it?
Right. But I mean, I've looked up like certain areas.
I'm a real and I'm pretty sure if you had it got nothing to do with race or nothing. If you had a dude and you owned a building, he been staying in your building, he's paying his rent $2,200 a month for the last 6-7 years. You can't kick that dude out, man. He been loyal to you. He helping you pay your building in good shit.
But what if you're a random Orthodox Jew who don't give a about this?
That's
dude?
different.
He's just trying to make some money.
And a lot of the motherfuckers is the ones that own the buildings in New York.
Exactly. Yeah, I remember living out there paying rent to dudes with curly sideburns.
Facts.
Shout out to them. Okay, what's your relationship with Seco Billy at this point? You guys still cool?
Yeah, it's my boy.
Talk a lot?
We don't talk as much, but that's still my boy. Shout out to Seco, man. I don't know what's up with him and his music, but hey, it's in the book though. If you want to get the book and learn more about Seco Billy,
man, we gotta bring the old gang together, man. You gotta patch up these old bonds.
Everybody home too. We could roll everybody home.
Shout out to reunion, man.
He told my word about it. Reunion.
A reunion show? No, they're never gonna let you play a show in the city though.
We could.
Hell no.
Get it set up for us, man.
They shut down shows for random drill groups that ain't never.
We're not a drill group, bro. If y'all want to see a Treyway reunion show, or y'all movie people, holler at us.
I'm saying that.
Listen,
they're out here shutting down like 4-1 shows and shit. They're not gonna let the Treyway show happen. They know how that's gonna look. They trying to make everybody scared.
No, because a lot of people was hitting me up. And this book is so fire that mad people hit me. I got good reviews on Amazon too. So I'm a great writer because I used to write music books already and poetry before I even wrote this. So I was really great writer. This book is really immaculate. Y'all should really read this. And I'm planning on turning this book into a movie. It's going to be a series like they got BMF, and it's a true story. Who not going to watch that? Before I let anybody else make a movie or series about it. And I had this shit. Shout out to Rod Wave. And me and Rod Wave were supposed to be doing some. You know, Rod Wave is starting his own like movie production company.
Oh yeah.
Like 50 Cent got when he did Power and BMF and shit.
Oh, good for him.
And I don't know if we still doing it, but if not, I'm still going to turn this book into a movie. Is what I'm saying.
No, definitely. Okay, a couple more questions. Kuda B recently had like a clip where he said that he, regretted shooting at Chief Keef on behalf of 6ix9ine. Is that
Kuda B did that?
Yeah, he said that, and I thought that was kind of interesting. Like, do you have anything you regret from that time period, or if you had been the one to have done that, would you regret it?
I wouldn't have did that.
You wouldn't have done it.
I look like a dummy.
You were past that point in your life.
I'm too much of an intelligent person to do stupid shit like that.
Right.
I'm not doing that.
Okay.
Well, shooting at just Chief Keef.
He told me to tap in with him next time I go out there. Kuda B.
If you want to.
Yeah? You want to talk to him?
No.
Man, the whole Treyway broke up, bro. That's crazy.
He was never Treyway.
He wasn't. He was just around?
He was blood.
He
was blood.
Shooter?
No, he was blood. And he was a friend of 6ix9ine.
Oh, okay.
And they was cool before. And he used to dance a little bit. He was fired to dancing. And he had his own music going on, his own clout with dancing. And he used to always pull up to our videos and dance and shit. Okay. And he got lit off of that.
Wow, yeah, because in New York, you could be a dancer and a shooter. LA, kind of different times in your life, I think.
Right.
You don't really do TikTok dances and shoot people at the same time, I don't think.
I don't even got a TikTok. I'm about to make all them shits. I don't got no social media.
Okay, on TikTok, you can't swear, you can't smoke weed, you can't hit anybody.
Neither can you on Instagram.
Well, Instagram you can do it more on Instagram, I feel like.
They got me for 8 accounts. That's cool. Or not cool.
That's great. I think 6ix9ine is the kind of guy who's like super tapped in.
You think he got something to do with that?
Of course.
You be hating on me because I'm putting out books, I'm telling the real story, I'm doing interviews, and all of a sudden, every time I make an Instagram, it gets deleted. Bill's Philly Auto, BILLSFULLYADO is my new Instagram, and you guys can follow me there, and my YouTube, which is Billy ADO Real Talk TV 8529. Because I gotta find a way. Because I know y'all want to follow me. I know because I used to have so much followers and so much interaction on my social medias. It just keep getting deleted. People don't know where to follow me at no more. They're pretty sure they want to get my book. I'm pretty sure they're still interested in the story because my Instagrams was lit. I had hundreds of thousands of followers. Where the fuck is my Instagrams keep going? I don't understand why they keep doing this to me, bro. Instagram, where y'all at? Holla at me, bro, because this not cool, bro. What y'all doing to me? Y'all don't get nobody else Instagram but me. And they was actually doing this to Danny at first. You remember he used to lose mad Instagrams at first until he came up with that last one. Can I get an Instagram that y'all could not bother me on, bro? It's Billy Otto, bro. from Treyway, bro. I got no problems with Instagram, bro.
Anybody gang related who has ops, I feel like is usually someone who's gonna lose their Instagram pretty.
I don't got no ops though. What I got? I'm not
6ix9ine
no young ass kid.
is opping up because think about it. He knows all the people who
he is my op,
fake
but
streams and who fake plays on YouTube videos, all that type of shit. Of course, he knows people that can get your Instagram deleted.
Probably so.
He's probably like knows like
he probably got other people. It's more people. I don't know who it is, bro. But can y'all leave me alone with this with Bill's Philly Auto?
My whole career, I've been resisting those kind of people because people are always telling me, "Oh, I can get people's Instagrams deleted for you, etc." I don't want to be involved in that because I don't want.
I'm gonna say this here. I'm only gonna post about my book on this Instagram, nothing else.
Okay.
And shit, because I don't got time for this shit no more.
Yeah, don't put like Treyway in your shit, like in your bio or your name, because that maybe if it's like promoting violent organizations, like you get taken down for anything involved.
I'm promoting a violent organization though.
I know, but from the AI perspective, from the people filing mass reports in your account perspective, maybe they could still get it done.
I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Do you so just did you ever run into Casanova while you were locked up in this recent stretch?
No, he was in the feds.
Oh, okay.
I was in the state.
Ah, okay. So do you look back on that situation differently? Because like 6ix9ine kind of tells that story in the Vlad interview about Casanova and all them dudes running down on him. And it just sounds so crazy when you think about
free
that
Casanova. I said Casanova is a funny nigga.
Yeah. But that you guys never personally had an issue with each other, or like what's your memory of that?
We had a personal issue with each other.
Oh, okay.
But we kind of mend that out and shit. Or whatever. Free Casanova.
Free Casanova.
Free Nuke.
You know what I realized the other day?
Free Hov.
I watched a fucking
I love you, Hov.
YouTube video about YM Bape. And I never understood that the reason why he was saying Supreme was because he was part of that, what is it, the Unstoppable Gorilla Nation or whatever, that
right,
the same thing that Casanova's from. So he had the whole country saying his catchphrases that were basically low-key his gang shout-outs, and nobody knew. Well, I mean, maybe in the city you all knew a little bit, but like no normal people knew.
Shout out to Dick Wolf.
And everybody was saying banging on my chest. That was like a gang thing that they were saying at the time, which I never knew any of that.
That's still the guys.
Shout out YM Baby. He's a good guy.
Shout out to Apes, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, we non-Trey Billy over here.
For sure. Okay, and then I had like one more I wanted to ask. Oh yeah, what happened to Snow Billy?
I don't know. I think he locked up with something.
Oh yeah,
he was a fraud. You don't think so?
I mean, I had a lot of people tell me that, which is it was kind of weird.
You the one did an interview with him.
I know, it's weird to do a 3-hour interview with someone that gets millions of views, and then everybody tells you it's all lies.
You knew it was lies from the beginning.
No, what the fuck?
No, yes, you did. Yes, you did, because I did my interview before him, and you asked me about him on my interview.
And you told me it's full of shit.
I told you it's full of shit, and you still did it.
I mean, that's a matter.
I was looking at that.
Opinion.
So with Adam, nigga, Adam,
I mean, I thought that it seemed like a legit story. I don't know.
But it comes with proof. When I came proof. I brought the jacket. I brought the original Treyway book. I brought mad proof of videos. I brought everything. What proof did he show that he was with us? One picture and shit that he took. Everybody had a picture with this guy. Scotch, now we talking about. He wasn't involved with it. Show me one video. You'll give me 10 bands on my back. Show me one video that you've seen. I give you 10 bands. Just dead ass. Show me one video on YouTube that you see, and I give you 10 bands on my back. Before we go, I want to address some more shit because I can't remember everything.
Yeah, tell me anything.
I want to. No. I want you to address some of the shit he said in the, because I can't. I'm trying to remember the interview, and I definitely I don't want to put it up, but he said mad bullshit that was untrue, bro.
Anything in particular stand out to you?
Like we talked about the Dirty Bloods, he lying. The Shoddy Sarah shit, I think he lying. I don't know what you think or the world thinks.
We need to put her on a lie detector test.
Maybe so.
I don't know. I ain't seen her or heard from her in a long time.
She to me, she had no reason to Shoddy.
That's what I always thought.
And she was a Spanish girl from the neighborhood that grew up in Spanish Bushwick, and she wasn't really involved with a lot of black people like that. And she met Danny and had a baby by him, so it was like. And she started with that Chink Capone dude. Remember him?
Yeah.
So what reason would she have to fuck with Shoddy?
She out here pregnant and shit.
Oh, word?
Man, I think she's hot. I'm not gonna lie. I still think she's hot as fuck.
Adam tried to do a port with her. Sarah, pull up to Adam if you try to do a port.
Dude, homies, crank that baby out and then hit me up. I'm just saying.
I don't do porn, but Adam does things. Shout out to.
I like her vibe. You know, I like a sassy Latina.
I got some bands to do porn. Shout out to the Billy Lil D.
Yeah, but I always felt that way. Like I always thought I was lying because it's like, listen, if my bitch is gonna cheat on me,
right?
She's not cheating on me with like some dirty, grimy ass dude that's like hanging out with me. She could some random guy I don't even know, and then there's a very high chance I'm never gonna find out. Or she could like a guy who's like cooler than me, you know, like somebody who's got more going on with me, or at least like
nobody that got. I'm the hit artist. You somebody that's broke or they ain't got nothing going on with that follow what I say.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't really see it. If she was gonna cheat, I don't see her cheating with Shotty.
I'm sorry, because he got a little car and a chain. Get the fuck out.
You're like one of the hottest rappers in the world.
Why would you go to why would you downgrade?
Yeah, when have you ever heard about a girl who's with a rapper going and the manager?
Then a girl,
or not even the manager, like the hoodlum, like street guy. That's what
a dude. A dude might fuck something just for the, you know what I'm saying, or just to get the nut.
Would he do it? Yeah.
No, I'm just saying men in general. No, men in general. Men in general.
Yes.
Men just to get a nut shit out this bitch. A girl, if she you, she has some type of feelings for, unless she a star, you know, she don't give a fuck. She just for porn. She don't give a fuck about you. Yeah. But unless she is a regular girl in the street, a regular dude, she had some type of feelings for him. She not just like anybody. You know what I'm saying? So she didn't want to Shotty. She had no feelings or had no real connection to say, let me Shotty. That would have been disgusting for her after.
It just doesn't. And
it don't add up to me.
I'm not going to say that I know that she's not a hoe because I don't know.
I don't think she was a hoe. I've never seen her with a dude.
Never seen her. I've only seen her in long-term relationships and shit, having babies.
When she was with Danny, I've never seen her talk to another dude ever. She used to cry, come to the show, and be like, why you always doing this? I've never seen her talk to nobody.
She doesn't come off to me as the girl who's so horny that she's just gonna bang like the rapper. Her boyfriend's like fucking.
I think he used that. I think he used that to change the narrative and make people feel sorry for him when he came out of prison.
How good it
I think he thought about that. I think he sat in jail and was like, "Yo, I gotta figure out a way to make people feel sorry for me when I come home for snitching."
From the jump. Actually, did he say it on the
and
Breakfast
people?
Club?
Yeah, and people stealing stealing his bread. He started saying, "Shotty." There's no proof of that either.
That's smart though. The smart on his perspective to just make up two things that you know that nobody's ever gonna really be able to disprove, but that people will fall in line with. You know?
Shout out to Litco, Reds. Yeah, you're right. Especially if it's nobody else to detest what he's saying. If you're the only person on a large platform and saying one thing and nobody else bringing no other proof to what you're saying, people is more inclined to believe what the you're saying.
Yeah, for sure. Because like if I were to put it out there that, you know, yeah, I could just think of a lot of things that I could say about like some of the dudes that I've been around and stuff that it would be so hard to disprove that it's almost like I would get away with it because there's just it would be viral if I said it, and then to disprove it would be so difficult. I don't know. It's just he's a mastermind. I'm not gonna lie, but he seems like kind of a JK to me now. Anyway, what you got going on? What do we need to know about? You got the book. You got a YouTube channel.
I got my YouTube channel. I only got like 4 videos on there, but I got a few subscribers on there. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's called Billy Auto, ADO, Real Talk TV, 8529. I'm going to be doing mad different blogs. I'm going to be reading chapters of my book who don't like to read, so y'all can get a better insight what's going on in the book. But y'all can also go on Amazon and purchase the book. It's called The Rise and Fall of Trey. It's on Amazon. Literally going in. Everybody got $20. You ain't got $20, man. I ain't with you, bro. You can borrow for $20. Get the book, man.
Get a book.
Get a book. This
I got a copy.
I'm about to sign a book. Sign this for Adam. Sign a copy. And I'm going to start doing book tours. So when y'all get the book, y'all can pull up on me and I can sign y'all motherfucking book. And y'all can get the real true story. And this book is going to be a series like BMF. Y'all want to know the real story and step by step. Feel me?
There you go.
Shout out to everybody.
Billy Otto. Oh,
I want to fuck with you.
Last question. I forgot.
I want to fuck with you.
What do you think is like the state of New York City right now when it comes to hip hop and everything? Because from my perspective, it felt like for a few years after the 6ix9ine thing in particular, the drill wave was going crazy. Everybody got locked up. Everybody got killed. I mean, it feels like New York drill is kind of dead.
OD. You had to come with some other wave because the last person that was on a good wave was
K-Flock.
Nah, on a regular wave that had New York just now.
Oh, okay.
Was I don't really know.
It's been a while.
On a drill aspect, because I don't really listen to drill music like that. You kind of gotta come with some better music, like who's
the last big rappers to blow up out in New York was like what? Pop Smoke, 6ix9ine. I guess K-Flock had a spark for a minute, and then it kind of went away super fast because he got locked up. I mean, yeah, it's been a while since you've seen like
you on a singing wave. Who on a singing wave?
Cash Cobain's having his
Cash Cobain.
Moment,
shout out, that's my man too. Shout out to Cash Cobain. He had the New York wave for me, Cash Cobain. But other than that, I don't know really anybody that's coming hard. Shout out to Story. Shout out to Healthy and my boys like that. You feel me? High management, but I don't really know too much people that's doing nothing real big in New York.
Yeah.
Shout out to D-Boy.
weird. Everybody's starting podcasts.
Everybody's on podcasts. And that's why you got to. I'm doing podcasts. You gonna come on podcast?
Sure.
I'm gonna interview you. Matter of fact.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know, when you see a lot of these rappers starting podcasts, it's like these are people who would probably rather have a music career, and instead they're kind of like, well, shit. I guess
people rather watch you than listen to you.
But it's tough to make money off music at this point too, man.
Right? Because everybody trying it.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't got the image, the spunk and charisma to do YouTube anyway. Yeah. Or they'll quit, or they'll do some shit. It's a lot.
100%. All right, yo, appreciate you coming through, man.
Of course.
No Jumper, Billy Otto. Coolest podcast in the world. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Drop a comment. We need to hear from y'all in the comments.
Comment, subscribe. Can we get some likes? Can we get some comments? Respectfully.
How well did I teach him? You hear how good that was? That was very compelling.
We got the real story. Y'all gonna come back. Y'all gonna be like, yo, Adam, you the realest. You put us onto some shit, because this book really tells a lot about everything that's public already, but in a better way.
Oh, they're gonna skip this part of the video. They don't like facts.
Y'all don't like facts.
Y'all don't like facts.
Remember, everybody tomorrow, I got the facts. I got the facts. I got the real fact. Everything I'm saying is a fact, right? But I got a fact right here. Word to my mother or my dead brother, I got a fact right here. Everything I say in this book is fact. I don't tell no lies. I ain't got no reason.
150 pages of facts.
I was there. It ain't even a big ass book. It ain't nothing like you got. It's a small book.
Yeah. Let's go. Billy Otto. Let's go. Pow.